Alright everybody, Richard Levon here again. And so let's continue on. We've saved Sword Emperor Duran, and we've now made our escape back in the forest, but this time it's the forest of the Moribitos. We get to learn more about this mysterious race. Duran, I'm glad to see that you are in good health. I assume that you would have been treated rather harshly in the Judgment Tower. When I was younger, this type of treatment never affected me. Anyway, I feel relieved. Thank you, Leonora and George. You do not need to say thank you. I was just...
Leonora,
Leonora, as I thought you are. And now he turns to Doran to speak. Well, I'm glad you are safe. It seems the rumor of the strongest of the Sword Emperors is true after all. It seems to me that we do not need to be here anymore. Such great people are gathered here now. Don't complain, Small. You should understand that we live in a different world than they do. You two shut up! Have you forgotten about the Blow Monkey's honor code? That is true. Thank you, everybody. And Lucian, you truly are a brave swordsman. No, I just carried on with the promise I made to Carol. By the way, I have heard that Mr. Tias would like to collect the reward money that has been posted for my head. Well, the situation being what it is, where would I go with your head? If I showed up at a government office with your head, it would be kind of like a duck with a spring onion in its mouth walking up to the hunter. Now I have a price on my head just like you. I guess I will no longer be working as a bounty hunter for a little while longer. In Foggy City, the heavy water treatment facility is... Originally, ancient ruins protected by the Moribitos were excavated and restored. Moribitos kept secret the power of the technology due to the nature of its intense energy. This energy is so strong that, for example, any small accident would have the power to destroy an entire continent. I repeatedly had dialogues with the Moribitos and formed a relationship with them. After earning their trust, They imparted their knowledge of the technology to me.
しかしブラドはその英知を誤った方向に導こうとしていた。
However, Vlad was going to steer that knowledge in the wrong direction.
最初は私を懐柔しようとしたが、私が拒むと次は私を迫害しようとしてきたのだ。
He tried to persuade me to his side, but after failing, he began to prosecute me. Duran, have you heard any news about the king's whereabouts? It seems as though the king is not sick in bed as I heard. He might be in prison somewhere. I did not see him in King Crimson. So, you do not know anything about what happened to Carol then? I only know one thing. Carol was taken away somewhere. It doesn't take a genius to figure that out. Ancient ruins of the Moribitos. This place is very impressive. It kind of reminds me of a graveyard for machines. What the hell is here? Wow, great. There are so many parts here that I never ever seen before. A while ago, when I lost my way within this forest, I met my first Moribito here. Watch out, everybody. I feel there are enemies about. I fear we are completely surrounded. Each of us should prepare ourselves for battle. By the way, Mr. Titus, would you like to enter in contract with me? Contract? What is the matter? This is a formal job request. Do you mean we should forget our grudges against one another then? It seems you understand everything exceedingly well. I like it. I'll take you up on the offer. Alright, so now this is Koranai. Koranai. Koranehi? Koranehi. We're gonna say Coronehi. That's how we're gonna say it. Coronehi. She's coming in. I found the criminals. Uh-oh. Guardians. Well, they are quite delicate now, aren't they? What savages! If you neglect your defense, I can assure you, you'll be in a world of pain. We are Coronet. We are an elite troop chosen exclusively by Mr. Walter. We possess both beauty and intelligence. Wow, Walter's troop sounds a lot like Gaddafi's private police service, who was all women, like fierce women fighters. It is not such a bad idea that you will soon be decaying within the ruin of the Moribitos. Sword Emperor Duran, this will be your grave. I'm going to devote this fight to Mr. Walter. You're pretty good at talking. How about your fighting ability? And here we go. It's time for another battle. Oh, but interesting. So, In the battle before, we got to bring every single person, but now they only want us to bring a small selection. Well, I'm gonna go with these guys because I wish I had room for one more. I'd bring Orange because he's a ranged fighter. Oh, but Small's a gunfighter. This is a tough choice. Let's just run through them with the tough guys. Keep Small and Lucian in the back. Small can heal us if we need. Alright, let's go. Although I do wish I had one more slot. Alright, 12 degrees Celsius, destroy all enemies, death of Lucian. That's the, that text. This the battle status. $400, not so bad. But their attacks might be stronger, I'm not sure. Alright, looks like there's 1, 2, 3. There might be 5 of them, from what I can tell. Huh. But they're all spread out, so it'd be foolish to just charge to the center. So we're gonna go up the sides and see what happens. Yeah, I think we're gonna go to the sides and see how this plays out. Let's use one to score down. So we have this girl over here, a gun type. Yeah, we're gonna have to get people on the high ground anyway. So. He's going this side. All right. Pollution over here. Now she needs to stay. She needs to stay in the back, so I'll have her just stay here for now. I'll bring Leonora up here. I think that's all of us anyway. Oh no! Can't forget about George. Alright, let's see how this goes. Oh, 3. Oh, alright. Hey, where'd you come? Oh, there's more. There's more than 5. Okay. Yeah, they're all gonna close in on us, but I wanna. Oh, that's a distance fighter. I didn't know they would go that far. Oh, man. Can't do anything from that distance. Wait, what's her enemy color? 385? Alright, let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that sucked. Oh no! Small is left exposed. Actually, no, she can stay here. Yeah, more of them come a little bit closer, see what happens. 11. Okay. Lucian's not gonna die. 3. Okay. Okay, I don't like that guy right there, though. should have been enough to finish out this enemy. Looks like there's just one guy left. Oh no, there's two guys. Okay. I get it. Let's put them together. And that's the end of that battle. Alright. These guys are pretty strong. What a surprise. They keep appearing one after the other. What's going on here? We won't be able to make it unless we do something. Q. Certainly, they are strong, but don't whimper about it. A blast appears on the blast. That's a Moribito. Oyster? We all know Blue Oyster. Oh wow, I took his mask off. You people who disturb this forest, leave now. Korinehai speaks. If you interfere with our mission, I don't care if you are Moribito or not. You will not be forgiven. What a foolish decision. People who do not follow the forest's intention will surely accept the judgment of it. Oh man, she did something. Nuclear bomb gun. Right out the whole screen. Ah! Lucian, Doran, and their company. Follow me. Okay, that says ruins and a passage. Lucian, Titus. Thank you for rescuing our people in the Coliseum back at Foggy City. Everybody here truly appreciates your selfless act. No, such a... We have also been rescued. By the way, I wish to tell you the truth regarding the Moribito race. Plenty of Moribitos have objected to me telling you these things. However, now that we know you are one with Duran, and people who voiced objections in the past have rescinded. The truth about Moribitos? Exactly. We are misunderstood by society and persecuted because of it. We need people who understand us very well. If you do not mind, please follow me. This says ruins again, and it's lowest rooms. This is the lowest room of the ruins. This is the heart of those ruins we're at. This is my first time here. This boy, known as the Young Orator, is our people's narrator. The Young Orator began talking about the history of the Moribitos to Lucian and his party.
ワルド島、今は海に沈む双子島などの島は
Etowald Island, Twin Island, and others once made up a whole continent over 1,000 years ago.
1000年前までは地続きの大陸でした。
People in this society have said a large disaster divided the continent into separate islands.
世間では大災害によって大陸はこれらの諸島に分断されたと言われています。
However, the cause of the catastrophe was due to a disaster in a reactor.
しかし、この大災害の原因は核融合炉の暴走であり、
The people who experienced this tragedy were the Moribitos' ancestors.
この大惨事を招いたのは我々モリビトたちの先祖たちなのです。
They developed a technology based upon normal temperature nuclear fission by utilizing heavy water. However, a few dishonest people took advantage of the situation, and the result was the horrifying disaster.
我々の先祖は純水による常温核融合の技術を開発していたのですが、一部の悪者に利用され、実験を進めた結果、大惨事を招いてしまったのです。
The facility was then sealed away due to its harmful effects, and we, the Moribito, govern over this heavy water treatment technology and make sure that it does not fall into the hands of evil again.
そして、その後危険な技術として表向きには封印されていましたが、
We continued observations of the technology in hopes of peaceful application of it. In hopes of a peaceful application of it.
我々はこの島で重水処理の技術が悪用されないように監視するとともに、
However, because Vlad was originally a scientist and took notice of our technology, he recognized the power of it for use with his own selfish ambitions.
平和利用のために研究を続けているのです。 ところが、もともと科学者であるブラドは我々の技術に目をつけ、自分の野望に役立てることに気づいたのです。
11 years ago, Twin Island sank into the sea, not because of a natural disaster, but due to Vlad's failed experiments. Vlad learned almost all there was to know of the technology related to heavy water treatment.
11年前に双子島が水没したのは実は天才によるものではなく、ブラド自身の実験の失敗によるものなのです。そしてあらかた重水処理に関する技術を身につけたブラドは現在エドワルド島に重水処理に必要なレアメタルを求めると同時に、
He now seeks a rare metal for use in heavy water treatment on Etowald Island.
最初は我々から技術を学んでいたにもかかわらず、
He learned about the technology from us, and he's currently trying to exterminate the Moribito race because we refuse to cooperate in his diabolical schemes.
協力を拒み始めた我々を排除しようとしているのです。
Alright, this is Blue Oyster again. Who knew the Moribitos look like this under the helmet? But there we go. Blue Oyster. Vlad's ambitions are very dangerous. If we do not act against him now, there's a good possibility of another large catastrophe will occur again, just as it did in the past. To stop Vlad's plans, we must first restore the monarchy. For that, we will have to find the king. At the moment, no one knows of his whereabouts. I know his location. In the desert, there is a confinement tower named the Gentle Giant that our ancestors built. If needed, the tower can sustain itself for upwards of a year under the ground. Once confined in this tower, a prison is shut off completely from the outside world. Operators in Smoke City who appear to be loyal to Vlad control this tower. Twice a year, the tower must surface though. The king disappeared close to 6 months ago, and now Carol. That makes sense. Speaking of Smoke City, Leon. She must have been aware of this fact the whole time. Let us go back to Smoke City and pay a visit to our dear Sword Empress, Leon. They're going back to Smoke City? Alright. Correct. Let us be off for Smoke City. And that's Smoke City. Oh, we get a black market here. Get some more gear. Do I even have enough money for gear though? Like I want to get new stuff that I haven't bought before. These things I've bought. This one, let's see what this one is. Oh, this is the bio booster for the head. It's a consumption item. It lasts 5 turns and it boosts your defense. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be buying a couple of these things. For when I continue next time. But I'll actually do that the next time I play. So let's leave the black market for now, cause I'm about to save this. And this is like the fourth stream of today. So I think this is the final one for today. And perhaps tomorrow I'll continue some more, or well, this is obviously there's no, the time of when I do it is of no linearity to it, because if you're watching this somewhere in the future, tomorrow could be like 2 weeks for me now, but in the video I'm saying tomorrow, but whatever. The next time I play, how about that? The next time I play, we'll continue the story, and we'll continue going on. We'll see what fate awaits Leon, as everyone's now seriously agitated by her actions. And we're going to carry on to see if we can find Carol and the king. Apparently they're in a tower that buries itself underground and has to come above ground once a year. So that's it for now. We're going to continue our story. The story is picking up once again. We actually got to see the Moribitos, see what they look like. And well, you all know how these things end. If you want to follow along, add a notification if you want to follow along live, because the stream can just go live at any time. And yeah, that's it. This is Richard Olivon, and everybody, stay safe, stay healthy, stay positive. Peace.